Hey guys, what's going on? War number 3 of season 30. We matched up against PYCB. I believe they're a Russian alliance. And yeah, starting out in section 1 on path 1 against Tigra on Arc Overload and Vigorous Assault. So I messed up here by throwing my special 1 right away, and I get clipped by the second hit on her medium attack. And you know, we're doing decent right now that we finally got the fight under control, but right there we have some controls issues. I tried a dex doesn't register, and I eat a special. If that crit, I would have died and I would have been very sad. So yeah, I gotta clean up a little bit, but now that that's out of the way, the fight's pretty much under control here, and I have no issues going forward. This is the only fight I have Sorcerer for, so I'm not going to be too sad if she, finishes pretty low on health. I mean, I want all my fights to be clean, but I don't have to heal her up or anything. So, yeah, I'm not happy with how that one went. Could have been a lot cleaner. I'm just frustrated that my dex didn't, when I swipe back, I didn't go back. But next up, we have iHulk on this node. This node is Masochism and Indomitable, and I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, all right, Apocalypse should be able to handle this guy pretty well. And I mean, Apocalypse does handle this guy pretty well, but you'll see I start to, I mean, my gameplay, you don't see me freak out, but mentally I'm freaking out at a certain point in this fight. In hindsight, I should have been running a 200% power back boost to fuel my specials faster so I can do more damage a lot faster. But when I threw this special 2, I saw his gamma skyrocket, and I'm like, oh shoot. That gamma is the health that Hulk will regenerate after you are supposed to knock him out. When you get him to 1% health, he goes immortal, and whatever gamma he has stored, he converts that into health. I think minus 15 is what he heals back. So like, let's say he went immortal right now after the special 1 and there's 42 gamma. He'd heal for 42 minus 15, so it's 27. But yeah, so once I saw that his gamma was skyrocketing, I knew I needed to go to my special 3 and lock in those debuffs and get them at their max potency, because right now that concussion's only doing 35% ability accuracy reduction. I need that to be at 70%. Because we're already a minute and a half into this fight. His gamma is pretty high. So yeah, I was pretty worried here. So I'm glad he threw the special 1 there, so I could dash in and then immediately throw my special 3. And yeah, I should have boosted a little bit bigger for this fight. I mean, I put on a 30% boost and proper attack boost and health boost, but I really should have used some special boosts to try to get this fight down faster, because this one took really long. Although we had less fight time than the other alliance at the end of the war, so yeah. So pretty cool thing here, you guys will see. iHulk ends up going immortal after this next combo, or at the start of this combo. So now he throws a special 1, cool beans. I was really hoping the concussion would fail the immortal, but you guys will see concussion fails the regen, and the damage over time kills him. So I got pretty lucky there that the fight didn't drag out any longer than it needed to, but I would have been able to just spam special 1s and kill him before immortality came back. But next up, we're on path 2, and we have Mr. Negative here. This is pretty much just straight counter block penetration, because Apocalypse counters the disorient nodes. Disorient when you dash back twice, or disorient when you parry. He pretty much ignores it because he goes disorient immune. So all I have to do is just be careful about the strike counter, which you'll see it's really not a huge issue, because I learned my lesson from the iHulk fight, and I am running power back boosts. So yeah, pretty cool thing here. The 30% or 35% concussion failed the delirium, or Delirious debuff. Right here, you guys will see that I push him really close to special 3. I get lucky, he throws at special 2 right away, so I don't have to dance around and bait it. But yeah, I'm getting pretty comfortable with my fights. Like before, I would never do that, at least in the first 2 wars. But I knew I wouldn't push him to his special 3. I knew it was gonna be close, but I knew he wasn't gonna get there. So yeah, I threw the special 2. But yeah, next up we got Mangog, and normally APOC's not the greatest option for Mangog. I don't think it takes a genius to tell you that, because normally you want someone who can burst him down really fast, or someone who counters some of his abilities, like his power gain. Like Spider-Man 2099 is really good for him. Mr. Fantastic can work, but the strategy here is to do the same thing I did to Mr. Negative. So you guys will see that I get to my special 2. I should have thrown it after that light attack, but it's whatever. So yeah, pretty much a quarter of his health is gone, a little bit more than that. Go into a 5-hit or 4-hit combo into special 1. In hindsight, I probably should have pushed my special 2, but it's not a big deal. So Mangog now is at his special 2. His ability power gain is I think it's, I can't remember if it stops once he reaches 2 bars of power, or if it's like decreased by a ton. But I knew this dude wasn't gonna throw a special when I was trying to bait it. I knew the special 2 would finish him out. So yeah, not a big deal. It was a little risky because I wasn't running a invuln boost. I was running a power start 1, but I knew with the amount of damage Apocalypse does that there's really nothing to be worried about. And on node 46, this is the last fight I have. It's against Black Panther Civil War. And if he was awakened, this would be really good placement, because your heavy attacks, they will they could cause him to go unstoppable with his awakened ability, and that would remove your heavy attacks entirely from the strike counter situation, so you'd only be relying on mediums and lights. And yeah, he's not awakened, so I can throw my heavy attacks whenever the hell I want and not have to worry about much. See, I believe his awakened ability is when he has an armor up, he has a chance to go unstoppable and like kind of resist the heavy attack. It's a full-on defensive ability, and you guys will see there I was really slow in the beginning. That's because of chitinous thorns. I needed to wait for Apocalypse to build up his bleed immunity, and then I could go into the fight and really start doing some damage. But yeah, that special 2 did a ton of damage. And yeah, we're about to see the next special 2 I throw. I think I only throw special 2s this fight. Yeah, so there's one more. That's such a huge special 2. And then right there, that special 1 scared me. I'm terrible at dexing that dude's special 1. But I'm glad I blocked, and I'm glad he didn't have his like kinetic energy stored or whatever. But yeah, that's the last fight of the war for me. Only 5 fights this war. Pretty cool. I'm getting kind of comfortable, still trying to get acclimated with this level. I believe we lost this war like 3-4 or 4-5. We lost by 1. I know that much, but yeah, so we're starting out the season 1 and 2. We gotta clean up a little bit. I know we can pull it off and have a good rest of our season. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. If you did enjoy, consider hitting like, consider subscribing. If you already subbed, you know I love you, and I'll see you guys for the next video or stream. Peace out.